Sports betting fans, huge hello. Your sports betting advisor Tips and Streams is here again. What do we have today? We have predictions for 11 NBA games for January 5th. Before we get started, go to tipsandstreams.me and sign up for our newsletter to receive our daily sports betting predictions in your inbox, or subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date with all our betting tips and picks. So, let's get started. We start with the match between Detroit Pistons and Charlotte Hornets. The Pistons have lost 18 of their last 21 games overall, but they will be looking for their third straight win after defeating the Bucks 115-106 on the road. During this stretch, the Pistons have held opponents to 105.2 points per 100 possessions while scoring 110.2 points per 100 possessions. The Hornets have lost 5 of their last 7 games and will be looking to end a 2-game losing streak after falling to the Wizards 124-121 on the road. The Hornets' defense has been awful during this losing streak, allowing 123 points per 100 possessions. The Pistons had been the coldest team all season, but in their last 2 games, they've come alive. Play Detroit Pistons plus 10. The next match is Philadelphia 76ers versus Orlando Magic. The 76ers have been in excellent form recently, winning 5 of their last 6 games, and they will be looking for their 5th straight win after blasting the Rockets 133-113 at home. They are averaging 122.5 points per 100 possessions on offense and 108.2 points per 100 possessions on defense during this time period. The Magic have lost 13 of their last 15 games overall and will be looking to snap a 6-game losing streak after falling short to the Bulls in a 102-98 away loss. In this time frame, the Magic were 26th in offensive efficiency, scoring only 104.3 points per 100 possessions and had a net rating of -10.2. The line is a little high, and I'm not sure the 76ers will be able to handle it, but I'm going with them to win and cover the spread here. Play Philadelphia 76ers -8. The next match is Houston Rockets versus Washington Wizards. After being pummeled by the 76ers in a 133-113 road loss, the Rockets have lost 12 of their last 14 games and will be aiming to end an unsightly 8-game losing run. During this time, the Rockets' defense has been awful, allowing 126 points per 100 possessions and a net rating of -15.1. The Wizards have been in excellent form, winning 4 of their last 7 games, and they will be seeking to build on their 124-121 home win against the Hornets. The Wizards have won 6 of their last 7 games. In this time frame, they rank 6th in offensive efficiency, averaging 115.4 points per 100 possessions with a positive net rating. In the previous 4 meetings in Washington, the Rockets have gone 0-4 ATS, and I believe that trend will continue today. Play Washington Wizards -6.5. The next match is San Antonio Spurs versus Boston Celtics. After being pummeled by the Raptors in a 129-104 road defeat, the Spurs have cooled off and are now looking to break a 4-game losing streak. Spurs are averaging 104.5 points per game over this time period since their leading scorer is sidelined. The Celtics have been in decent form, having split their past 10 games, and will be looking for their third straight win after defeating the Magic in overtime at home in a 116-111 triumph. Boston has failed to cover 3 of the 4 games, averaging only 107.3 points per 100 possessions while limiting opponents to 105. Spurs have had a difficult week and are coming off a back-to-back, but they are still a competitive squad and profitable this season. The Boston Celtics still have some proving to do, as their offense is inconsistent and they only win by an average of 1.7 points at home. Play San Antonio Spurs plus 8.5. The next match is Brooklyn Nets versus Indiana Pacers. The Pacers have dropped 8 of their last 10 games overall, and they'll be looking to end a 5-game losing streak after falling to the Knicks 104-94 on the road yesterday night. During this time, they allowed 112 points per 100 possessions. The Nets have won 6 of their last 10 games overall, but they will be looking to snap a 3-game losing streak following a 118-104 home defeat to the Grizzlies. During this time, the Nets' defense struggled, allowing 116.8 points per 100 possessions and a net rating of -8.4. The Pacers are coming off a back-to-back, and the results have been dreadful. The Nets are anticipated to see Kyrie Irving make his debut in this game, and they are practically at full strength for the first time this season, and they have the advantage of rest. Play Brooklyn Nets -4.5. The next match is Golden State Warriors vs Dallas Mavericks. The Warriors have won 8 of their last 10 games and will be looking for their third consecutive victory after defeating the Heat in a 115-108 home triumph. During this time, the Warriors scored 113.7 points per 100 possessions while allowed 106.9 points per 100 possessions. The Mavericks have been on a roll lately, winning 4 of their last 5 games, and they'll be looking to extend their current 3-game winning streak after thrashing the Nuggets 103-89 at home. In this time period, the Mavericks were second in defensive efficiency, allowing 102.3 points per 100 possessions while scoring 114.3. As the victories and covers continue to pile up, the Warriors remain a team you can't bet against. Play Golden State Warriors -4.5. The next match is Toronto Raptors vs Milwaukee Bucks. The Raptors have been in terrific form, winning 6 of their last 9 games overall, and they'll be looking for their 4th straight win following a 129-104 home win against the Spurs. During this stretch, the Raptors have averaged 117.7 points per 100 possessions. With their whole core back, the Raptors scored 120 points against the Knicks and 129 points against the Spurs. The Bucks had been in excellent form, with a 6-game winning run until being halted in their tracks by the Pistons in a 115-106 home loss. 3 of the 4 games have been covered by the Bucks. This stretch has seen them surrender 111.5 points per 100 possessions. The Raptors have recently improved their performance, and they've been good against the spread. To lay 3 possessions with Milwaukee against a solid Raptors team, this line is just too high. Play Toronto +9. The next match is Oklahoma City Thunder vs Minnesota. The Thunder have been in a funk, having dropped 3 of their last 4 games, and will be looking to rebound following a 95-86 home loss to the Mavericks. In this time frame, they rank 29th in offensive efficiency, scoring 99.2 points per 100 possessions while allowing 103.8 points per 100 possessions on defense. The Timberwolves have lost 5 of their last 7 games, but they will be keen to get back on track after ending a 3-game losing streak with a 122-104 victory over the Clippers. The Timberwolves have averaged 107.1 points per 100 possessions over the last 4 games, while allowing 109.2. It's difficult to lay this many points with a squad that has a bad rating recently. I've been a big fan of the Minnesota Timberwolves this season, and I want to continue to do so. They're reliable, but they still need key rotation players. Before the game, look through the starting lineups. Play Minnesota Timberwolves -7.5. The next match is Utah Jazz vs Denver Nuggets. The Jazz have won 7 of their last 8 games and will be looking to keep their winning streak going after defeating the Pelicans 115-104 on the road. In this time frame, the Jazz were 3rd in offensive efficiency, scoring 116.1 points per 100 possessions while allowing 108.3 points per 100 possessions. The Nuggets have won 5 of their last 9 games and will be looking to rebound after being thrashed by the Mavericks in a 103-89 away loss. In this time period, the Nuggets were 4th in defensive efficiency, allowing 104.9 points per 100 possessions. On the other hand, they ranked 26th in offense, scoring 104.5 points per 100 possessions. After a 4-game road journey, this is their first home game. The Nuggets are 4-1 ATS in their past 5 games after a loss of more than 10 points, and 5-2 ATS in their last 7 games after a defeat. Play Denver Nuggets +5.5. The next match is Miami Heat vs Portland Trail Blazers. The Heat have won 7 of their last 10 games, but they will be looking to end a 2-game losing streak after being defeated by the Warriors in a 115-108 away setback. 6 of the 7 games have ended in a tie. In this era, the Heat scored 115.9 points per 100 possessions while allowing 108.8. The Blazers have been in a funk, losing 11 of their last 14 games overall, and they'll be aiming to get back on track after ending a 4-game losing streak with a 136-131 home victory over the Hawks. 3 of the 4 games have ended in a tie. During this time, they've given up 133.2 points per 100 possessions while scoring 117.8. Many players on both sides are on the injured list. It's difficult to call this game, but the Blazers are currently playing terrible basketball. So, take Miami Heat here to win this game. The last match for today is Atlanta Hawks vs Sacramento Kings. The Hawks have been in a bit of a funk lately, having lost 4 of their last 5 games overall, and they'll be aiming to rebound following a 136-131 away defeat to the Trail Blazers. The Hawks rank 29th in defensive efficiency this season, allowing 126 points per 100 possessions while scoring 117.6. The Kings have lost 5 of their previous 8 games and will be hoping to rebound following last night's 122-114 setback to the Lakers on the road. During this time, Sacramento allowed 115.7 points per 100 possessions. The Hawks have been a complete disaster this season, and they just don't have the depth to cover for Young and Reddish if both sit out this game. The Kings' predicament isn't much better, and they're playing the second game of a back-to-back. In Kings' previous 10 games played on 0 days rest, the under is 8-2. Play under 229.5. Guys, that would be all. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and newsletter. See you tomorrow.